Hey folks, this is Dusty, and this is Adventures in Beekeeping with Big and Little. All right, today we're going to be moving a swarm that we caught at our, I call it in our garden area, and moving it into an actual hive today. So that's what's one thing you do. Once you catch your swarm, you have to move it into an actual beehive so you can start monitoring it and keeping it and getting ready to collect honey next year. Dad is going to be helping me today to provide some video recording and actual running commentary.
Hey, that's a give her a shot. Let's see. Oh yeah, that's just right there. That's some good stuff there. Linda's ready, but the question is, are you ready? Dusty ready.
The actual trap is just on a single pin up in a tree, about a little above head level. I should be able to pull it down by myself with a little help from my wife to catch it on the way down so it doesn't flop over.
The master beekeeper. Do you keep bees? There was a movie, Robin Hood. The Friar Tuck kept bees. This guy says, do you keep bees? Light your fires and kick the tires. No, let's kick your tires and light your fires. Checking things out. Putting the smoke on. Putting the smoke on. Putting the flame on them.
You definitely don't want the flame coming out of the end. I tried to make sure I was a good ways back. You don't want to burn your bees up, so make sure it's just smoke coming out of the end, not a flame like I had.
Mm-hmm. Get back. Here it comes. Get back. Just come down. Come on. Don't tip them too much. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Come on over with the camera. Yeah. All right, you back up, Daddy. Mm-hmm. Go. Daddy, back up. Okay. Fix it. Get them going. Yes, you can. I got it.
Oh, look at that little comb.
Yeah, all right, what's that? I got it.
I don't see the queen. I'm going to turn down the queen.
Let go, I got it. Let go. Pretty comb. Mm-hmm.
Are you ready?
Yeah, go ahead and do that.
Yeah, but I was trying to look for the queen.
Well, don't look for the queen. Mm-hmm. All right, set her on there. That's all comb that they've made, Papa. Mm-hmm. There's nothing on that, I don't think. I think this is
the one with the queen on it. Ain't nothing on that. But where's the queen? I didn't see the queen now.
Well, we got down in here. Is there something on that? Is there comb built on that? See, that's just a pole by itself. Set it on there. Be careful, it might fall off. Now, be careful. Be real careful with that, because it might fall off. Real careful.
Yeah, the fence.
Yeah.
It's not fitting.
All right. All right, Papa, they're getting mad, so you might want to back up. I can do that.
Where's the queen? I didn't see the queen. At the bottom part,
Yeah, in the bottom part, too.
Well, watch how she's on here.
This particular swarm trap had 2 separate levels. They had filled 3 of the frames up top, and then the bottom frames they just started working on and hadn't gotten too far in that before we transferred them.
That is a big thing.
Yeah, just shake it in
I wonder what that is.
Just shake
See it right there?
Yeah, just shake them in there. Yeah, I'm adding a couple of new frames for them to start working on, and kind of getting the existing ones spread out, and looks like it's going to be a successful hive. Alright, so we need to, oh, that's a pretty piece of cone, isn't it?
You're gonna have to saw it off somehow. See where you can cut it off.
I wish I had a way to do it. Huh? Alright, let's do him like that for now, and I'll cut it off tomorrow.
Yeah, but how you have to put it on it? There's that little bit on that side there. Check his bees, there's bees in here. There's bees in there.
You got bees crawling up your leg, right before you crotch. Alright, be okay now. Here I am putting the remaining bees in the hive. What I do is just, they're attached to the side of the box, and all I'm doing is knocking them down to the bottom. It doesn't hurt them unless I hit them really hard, and then I'll just dump them into the hive, and they'll work their way down the hive. You notice I'm not hitting the ground real hard, but I'm just trying to knock them off the side and then work them down, and then I'll take the whole box and put it in front of the hive so that they can actually crawl from the box up to the hive.
In there. So did you put the queen in the middle?
You.
He's following me.
Well, if you keep some smoke going, they'll get away from you.
Linda is putting on a glass feeder jar here that's half water and half white sugar, just regular white sugar you get at the store, and that'll be their food for that'll last probably a week or less, so we're going to go with that for right now.
Yeah, I can come tomorrow. There's a few bees left in the box and the actual lid, so we just lean that up against the entrance for them to crawl into the hive.
I hope they don't run off.
See that? I go ahead and put that on.
If the queen's in there, it should be fine.
And we close the lid, and that completes our transfer.
The show goes on. Hey. Yeah,
What do you think, Pop?
that's pretty good. Hey.
It didn't get stung.
No stings, no drips, no errors.
That's good. That's good. They're not good. Alrighty.
Sis came by to check on things, make sure everybody was okay.
Have a good little hive, eh?
This is the next morning around 6 a.m. They are making their new flight from the new hive, and they're not real happy right now, so we'll give them a little opportunity for the rest of the day, and I'll remove the lid and the old swarm trap, and then try to fix the one of the cones that are in there.
This is the next day, next afternoon. We're going to do a little work on it, and looks like they're doing real well and liking their new hive. This is next morning about 6 a.m. Still looking good. Unfortunately, for when I returned that afternoon around 6 o'clock, every bee in the hive was gone. They took off, they swarmed, they left, took the queen, took all the honey, took all the brood, everything was gone. I would have taken pictures, but I was too depressed to take pictures. We looked around for the actual swarm, maybe up in a tree, could not find it, and we'll just call this a lesson learned.